Hello everybody, it's Farm Sim Guy here, hope you're all doing well. We're back on Bull's Gap. If you remember in the live stream we'd managed to windrow our hay here and over on the other field our straw. And we've also got the straw up in the top field, which we need to go and collect now. Now we also got some cows. So what we'd done, we'd set up our TMR over here, we'd done a little mix. Got a few silage bales ready as well. And we gave them a little bit of a feed, and it turned out very quickly that we were going to need a lot of food and a lot of straw. If I jump into the animal settings here, you can see we dumped one bale in here, and there's a lot more to go, and the same with the TMR. So, with that in mind, I was running 8,000 litre bales. And a big thank you to Peter Clark, one of my subs, who dropped a note in the comments after the live stream and said to me, I think you need to consider going for larger bales, which is absolutely true. So I think we're going to bump these up to 20,000 litre bales, and we'll just see how we go from there. Now, the other thing I need to do as well is have loose straw for bedding. So what I'm going to do is get us an old friend back. So if I jump into here, if you remember our old Pottinger loading wagon that we had way back at the start, well, due to the price of it, I think that's going to be our solution for picking up loose straw. Now, I don't have anywhere to store it either at the moment, so I may consider a new silo as well. The only issue we've got at the moment is we don't have much in the way of money, because we've spent it all on cows. Now, there is this hayloft here from the Modding Welt pack, which we could use. I've never used it before, but it has got a blower on the side of it to take loose straw. Where we would put it is another little question. I didn't really consider that we would need more space around the cattle yard, but it's possible we could just drop it here. It's a bit tight though. So we'll need to give that a bit of thought where this goes, but we definitely need it. For now, what I'm going to do though is just go and get the pickup wagon, and we'll go and get some straw and at least fill the cows right up, and we'll take it from there. Now we will be taking the white because it's got a high hitch on it, so we will just dump the windrower now we've finished with that. And what I'm going to do as well, I am going to set the baler off on a courseplay course while we're heading up to the shop. I'm also going to get the baler running on a courseplay course on the left hand field. I stupidly didn't save my course for the right hand field, so we're going to have to drive that one by hand, but that's fine. Let's just drop that off there for now. So we'll send him off to the shop and we'll get the baler set up before we go and pick up some loose straw. Off goes the white there, and we'll just head back up here. Now it is it's coming towards 7 PM at night, but I'm very conscious I don't want to run through the night with very little feed for the animals, so getting this stuff sorted is kind of important, I think, for the end of the night. So wrapping, slightly less of an issue just for now. I think we've got enough silage there, but certainly the bales need to be in the shed and done, so we've got a good backup of feed ready there when the cows need it. So let's fire this girl up. So what I've done, because I've got to save the windrow course, is I have looked at that in the shop, and it has an 8.5 metre width, so I've set the baler to 8.5 metres. So we should, he says, be able to get this picked up following this course. So we shall see. Right, while the baler's running, we are going to pick up, there's I think about 3 hay bales sitting on the field. So we're just going to remove them so they don't have any issue clashing with the baler when he's going round. There's also a silage one over there and a grass one over here, so we need to be mindful of those as well. But yes, we want to hopefully let him run. I'm kind of crossing my fingers it's going to get everything done with no interference from us. It's always a little bit of a risk if you've not set up your course properly for the baler, and we're using our judgment rather than the windrow, of course, which was an oversight on my part, silly me. But we have started to get some progress. So we'll leave the baler up there. We will just park this down at the bottom out of the way now, and we will go and get the pickup wagon from the shop because the white has arrived there now. Here we are, and there she is. Wow, that's a blast from the past. We spent a long time with this wagon at the start. It's nice to have it back. Right, so what we'll do, we'll head over here. There are a couple of pallets of whiskey sitting at the distillery if we need to sell some more stuff. I think we're okay at the moment. Now we do need, really, the longer term view is actually to bale our straw and buy a straw blower. But we just, in the short term, are going to use this as a solution, which I think is okay. I think it works. So, but then maybe, you know, you never know. If we can put that hayloft in, which is only 15,000. I think the straw chopper I would like to use is nearly 40,000. We could have loose straw, so that might be our option as well. So we maybe this will become probably the most cost-effective buy of the whole series at $675. Anyway, let's head to the new field and grab some straw. Right, here we are. Okay, we're just going to fire this up and see how quickly we can fill it up. It takes 15,000 litres, so that's a decent amount for what we need, certainly in the interim, and it's filling up very quickly. Very quickly indeed. So we'll get this full, and we'll get it back to the yard, and then we'll have a better gauge of how much more straw we need for bedding the cows down, and then we can make the decision whether or not we bale it all or we put in that straw loft. So we'll see. Look at that, we're at 50% already. That's taken no time at all. So the benefit in pulling those windrows together was the right thing to do. It's just going to make this a lot more efficient. That would have been a big field with a load of tiny windrows. Most of these now are at least 2 together, some are 3 grouped together, so definitely helpful. Right, let's get this filled. Well, it's almost there, 75% already. So as soon as this is done, we'll run it back to the farm. Okay, here we are heading back to the farm. It is getting late. We've got a lot to do before the end of the day. But I was just enjoying the scenery there and the lighting as we come into the evening. I do still really love Bulls Gap. Been playing it for a very long time now, and still think it's a cracking map. Links in the description still, if anybody who hasn't played it wants to give it a go. But it's been a faithful friend to us, I think, over the last 6 months. Right, here we are back again. Just run through here and up into the cow shed. I left the gates open, I think, so should be able to just run in and tip this if I've planned this correctly. So let's find out. If you're not running over any cows in the process. There we go. Oh, it does unload quick, that's nice, always handy. There's a cow there, checking that I've got the hydraulics connected properly. Mechanical cow. Just realised the gates at the other end aren't open, so there we go. They're well-behaved cows, they won't run away, it's fine. There we go, ghost cow passes through the trailer. Right, let me just do a check, now we've unloaded that, to see. Okay, so up to 20,000. I think we're probably going to need 3 or 4 more trailers of that before we're done. So that's fine, but I'll just do a check on the baler and make sure that's working before we head back to the field. Okay, that didn't work, did it? That didn't work. It's going a completely different course, so we are going to have to... He's cutting across the field, so we're getting some random patterns here. Okay, that means we're going to have to drive this as well. So, that's just added to our workload slightly. Never mind. We shall get on with it. Okay, so courseplay stopped. We're going to do this manually. The only benefit, I suppose, with this baler is that it does run at 12 miles an hour, so we should get through this relatively quickly. But yes, it's just going to add to the time we're going to be working. I was kind of hoping we would get through a couple of tasks at the same time, but nope, my ineptitude has meant that we can't do that. So we're just going to have to get on with the job. Okay, we're making good progress here. A few rows left to go in here, and these big 20,000 litre bales. There's actually quite a lot of them. I was worried at the top of the field that there wouldn't be too many, but actually, looking at what we've got here, there's a good amount. So I know it's all irrelevant really, because we would have just had a lot more 8,000 litre bales. But what I'm thinking, when we drop them into the TMR, it's gonna be less work to produce larger volumes of TMR, so that's the thinking behind it. So we'll do the same, I think, for the grass over there as well, and of course for the straw, or some of the straw. But I've been thinking long and hard, and I definitely think that straw shed is a good one. For the bedding for the cows. Again, I'm thinking about efficiency and speed of being able to get them fed, because we're wanting to add to the cows as well. We want to put more cows in there. We want it to make it quite a big operation ultimately. So the more that we can get into the shed, into the cow shed, as quickly as possible, the better, really. And hopefully, you know, they become quite lucrative on the milk front. We shall see. Okay, last few rows here, and then we'll jump back to the straw. There we go, last bale out. We are done. So let's run this round. I'm almost tempted to try that courseplay thing again, see if it picks up the same route by default. I think I did this a little bit more automatically last time. I wasn't playing around with the angles. So let me see what I can do here. Man, I'm a glutton for punishment sometimes, aren't I? So I'm going to try doing next closest waypoint, drive course. There we go. This could work. This could work. Okay, let's turn everything off and observe and see what happens. The moment of truth will be when it turns at the end and aligns with the next row. Looked a little bit off there. Didn't miss any though, did it? I think the pick-up on this is quite good, so if this works, this will be a bit of a godsend, because it will just free us up a little bit to do some more. Yeah, that's not working, is it? Oh well. It was worth a shot. Okay, let's get this baled as well then. Right, back in the white though. We'll go and get some straw first and get them bedded down. Actually going to stop before I head back to the field, because I see not empty on fuel, but getting there. Both the white and the John Deere do burn through fuel quite quickly. I think they've got small tanks. Right, let's head up to the field. Okay, this load should see us, I think certainly through to morning. It's not going to completely fill the shed up, but we're making, you know, we've got most of it in there now. I'll show you in a little second when we get there, but there's 33,000 litres of straw now for bedding, which is a little over halfway. So I think, you know, ideally you'd probably get 2 more trailers in with my rough calculations, but this will do for now. Really, we're tiding them by till the morning. And then we can have a more practical solution in place. I do want to think about, like I said before, that hay barn rather than bales, but then looking at the amount of straw in that field, I mean, you'll have seen from these 2 passes, we're literally getting about a pass and a half into this trailer. So it's there's tons of straw in that field still. So oh. There we go. I wasn't over the trigger enough for a little warning, but there we go. Unload that. While that's unloading, if I jump into here, like you see there, 48,000 now. So you could get probably, you know, another load in there would push you right up to the top. The food is the thing I'm most concerned about now. We've got to get enough food in for them to be comfortable. Now, I think we've probably got enough in terms of stuff in the sheds already to get them through till the morning. So what we could do now, before we finish the baling and the wrapping, is maybe go and mix some more TMR as a priority. Get as much in the shed for the cows as possible. Again, they're eating so much that this the Blue Marston trailer at 15,000, I'll just park this here, the Blue Marston trailer probably isn't big enough going forward as well, so we'll need to think about how we do that. Turn the lights off. Save a little bit of power. Okay. Let's go and mix some more TMR. Okay, before we do the TMR though, we might as well pick up these hay bales. I do love this new case, I have to say. A bit of a spur of the moment buy because it appeared in classifieds, but I do really like it. So, let's pick up these, and then we know our hay is all in the shed. Let's hope we can spot them all in the dark. Maybe too many to go on this one trailer, we shall see, maybe not. One way up at the top there. I'm embracing auto load because the new Mercer County series, all the stacking is going to need to be done by hand. So yes, I'll just enjoy the luxury of a little bit of an auto load here, if you don't mind. Right, we'll get this one, and there is one down the bottom corner, so we have got one less than I think a full load, which is good. This little bale trailer has been an absolute revelation. Love it. There we go. Right. We'll get this over the dump point for the bales, and then we'll move the Blue Marston trailer out of the way, get the digger, and go for it. And Y to unload, and there we go. More bales in. Sorted. Barely touched the surface of the size of the shed though, have we? I think what we'll do is probably run another harvest in here straight away, just let this grass grow again, and do another full harvest. You know, build up some supplies. There's quite a lot in there though. Right, hooked up. Let's move him. And you can see we've got another 10,000 litres waiting. We're out of hay, that's why. So I do believe I left the digger over here after we had a little straw incident in the live stream. So we'll go and get that. We need to swap the bucket. Back for the bag lifter, which will help us with the bales. There we go, just dropping the bucket off. Pick up the bag lifter. There we go. Let's go and load up some bales. Now I do like this TMR mixer. I can't for the life of me think where it's come from though. I think it may have been bundled with a map. Possibly something like Hazard County. I can't for the life of me remember, but I do like it. It's also not global companies as well, which is nice. Just because I know some people are not always kind of 100% happy with using global companies. So from that perspective, it's a nice alternative. Right. Let me pick up these bales. There we go. Can I lift 4? Oh! No, don't go over. I nearly drove over the load point again, which should dump them back in the shed, which we do not want. We want to take them over here. Like so. So that's good. We'll get some more, I think silage is a priority as well. Just because of the mix volumes, you need more silage and you need more hay than you need straw. Straw's just a bulking agent. So let's load some of these up as well. 3 of them. Now you can come get another 3 of them. Because I really do want to have a backup in here so that at any point we can go and feed the cows. We don't have to worry about mixing too much. And we'll find out over the next few days, I guess, just how much they eat and the speed they eat it. And we'll know then how quickly we need to make more of it. There we go. And I will go and get a few bales as well. So this is my issue with the bales. If I get too close to this section in the middle, it can put them back into the into the shed without realising. So not maximum. Don't want that. 1, 2. So once you go over 2 bales, there's a little bit of an issue there, but seems to be all right. There we go. That's them loaded in. It's quite a wide load sensor there. So there we go. And now we just have to wait a bit. We just have to wait. But volume-wise, we do need some more straw, and relatively quickly. But there's another 10,000 litres of TMR, so there is another truckload in there now, plus what we've got in the trailer. So I think we go and feed the cows again. And hopefully by the time we're back, there'll be even more. Almost a trailer load. Just a few litres short. That's fine though. We'll take this to them. Interestingly, there also noticed that if you want, you can dump more TMR back in there. So if you've got a trailer load and you don't need it all, you can unload it and it doesn't kind of render one of your trailers out of commission while you feed your animals. So let's get this lined up. Get these cows fed so they don't starve overnight. I see also they've also started to produce milk already, which is great. While that's emptying, just go and have a look actually. There you go, 693 litres of milk already. Now we've got options here. I just tested that to see if it would work, and it's obviously closed because it's night time. But I can sell direct from this place here. They'll send a truck over and purchase it. Obviously there's a fee involved in that. So the other option is we maybe consider buying our own tanker. It's all about what's the most cost-effective way of doing it in the end. We need to think of something to clear the shed as well. Should be alright, but use the bucket of the little Massey. But again, something else to think about. Lots more to think about really now. We've got the cows. We're not just doing basic farming now. We are looking after animals as well. Did I see there was some? Yeah, there's some manure there already as well, which is great because we can sell that for quite a nice profit as well. Right, let's go and see how much more TMR we've got produced. I might skip forward time a little bit so that it can produce a bit more. Getting dark now. It's getting harder to drive around. Okay, reverse him over the load point. Just check the panel. I don't think we'll have much yet. Yeah, 700. So in the meantime, let's just turn the engine off on that. And the lights. In the meantime, let's just check how the cows are doing. 25,000 litres of food. There is enough there, I think, to keep them going for a little while. So we'll get on with baling the grass and we'll be back shortly. Okay, we're really starting to struggle now to even see where the grass is on the ground, so I'm not sure how much longer we can go on for. I am comfortable now with that load of TMR that we've put in. The cows will survive till morning. Look at that, with the work lights off, it's actually easier to see than with all the lights blaring. In an ideal world, the throw on these lights would be a little bit longer. I think that's half the problem. I'm not seeing enough of the field in front of me to judge where stuff is. But actually, with all of the work lights on, it was like daylight. But actually, everything around you in the dark, you could barely see. So look at that. Who knew? So there's a helpful tip if you work in the dark. Don't put all your lights on if you've got bad lights. Maybe that'll help you in your series and your gameplay. Right. Back to it. Okay, that's the bales done. I genuinely don't think we can do any more tonight. It's really hard to see anything. I'd miss half the bales if we went to try and wrap them now. So, I think we'll call it there. That's been a very productive episode. But we will come back in the morning and we will finish things off. The last thing I want to do, though, before we head off, is just check how much TMR is here. 6,300. Maybe top the cows up one more time. So let's do that. So there we go, another half a trailer load. That hopefully will take the edge off them running out of food. I'm just a little bit nervous, you know, first time. I don't know how much food 75 cows eat in a night, so we shall wait and see in the morning, but there's probably more than enough there. There we go. Again, while that's tipping, we'll just jump in the animal menu here. You can see now 32,000 litres of TMR. There's no way they're eating that in the night. No way in the world. So, our work here is done for the night. Right, let's park this up. And I have nothing else to say other than thank you very, very much for watching. I'm really enjoying some cows. Don't do animals that often these days, so it's a nice change of pace. Definitely a faster pace, but a nice change of pace. So, thank you, like I said, for watching. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying this too, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.